Good morning, LBHT crew. Good morning, Road Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Yes, we're getting started. It's gonna be a good day. All right. It's gonna be a good day. It may not be a lot to talk about in terms of Ravens activity, but we got some action going on over here. All right.
Thanks.
Man, I can't wait to talk to y'all tonight about on the overtime show. We found some stories. We found a couple of stories. One is okay, mind blowing. All right, it's not a football story. It is, I guess, it's kind of a sports story. It's about an athlete. It's about I guess it's not the Special Olympics, but a special athlete. All right. Since you guys are here early, I'll give you a little teaser. All right. It is a quadruple amputee cornhole champion. And this man, he's from Maryland. This man he's a beast at it. He's also charged with first degree murder. Okay. And I'll give you, listen. And when I say charged with murder, my man, they said he was charged with, they said he's accused of shooting his friend in the passenger seat while driving because they got into an argument. Yeah.
You said quadruple.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Cornhole and gun shooting.
Yep. That would be on the overtime show, patreon.com/LBHTShow. Okay. We'll talk about that tonight after the LBHT show. Okay. If you want part of no arms, no legs, coach. No arms, no legs. Yep. In Maryland. Yeah. Yep. That dude. Yep. Yeah. That's one of the things we're gonna talk about. So patreon.com/LBHTShow. Hey, $5. You got $5. You get shows like that every week. Okay. All right, let's get some good mornings out the way. Good morning, Michael Akins. Says, great work. Thank you. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. Dr. Kush with the super chat. Salute. Says, good morning, everyone. LBHT is goated.
Facts.
Thank you. And Ropod. All right. JR. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Corey Hunt says, good morning. Salute. Says, this gum ache is no joke. Happy to be here with everyone though. Oh man, sorry about that.
Yeah. Can't play with the dental.
Nah. They be trying to play with you though, man. Dental insurance is a joke. That's the real joke.
Facts.
All right. Joey, what's good? Says Ravens all day. Facts. Michael Akins showing love on both channels. Salute. Corey Hunt showing love on both channels. Michael Akins loves your thumbnail. So your thumbnail's fire.
Had to rush real quick. I was like, gotta do something. Couldn't think of anything because I'm sitting here thinking man, it's no news. What can I actually put on there?
I like it. That's dope. I like it. I like it. Okay, you got D-Hop on there. All right, we'll talk some D-Hop. I put what I put? I made 3 thumbnails yesterday. It is Zay Flowers again. I think it might be Zay Flowers and EDC again. I think that's why I put it on there. And then it's the Ravens team in the background. Because I said we talk about some the draft picks and everything. I think that's what it is. It is what it is. Salute. Good morning. C Iron Addict. Good morning. Yes. YT on YT. Good morning, chat. We need some old music in the waiting room. Oh, some whole music. Yeah. There's a way to do a little preview thing before the stream actually starts. I guess I'll have to stop being lazy and set that up. Speaking of music, we gotta talk about Urban set us some beats. We gotta lock down on one of those beats.
Which one we gonna choose? Right.
Yeah. Alfonso Richardson, good morning. Good morning. Team Ramey, good morning. Coach, good morning.
Good morning.
Cousin Davon, good morning. That story is wild. A body catching bodies is wild. Facts. Imani saying good morning on both channels. Salute. Grails, good morning. Says this cornhole dude, it was very strong and nothing stopped him from doing anything about it. I see dude climb ladders to hunt. Yep.
What?
Unarmed and armed and dangerous. Yep. Yes. No arms, but armed and dangerous. Facts.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That is
the wild thing.
I saw that. I was like, I'm sorry, what? Like ESPN did a feature on him. We're gonna talk about it on Overtime Show, but ESPN did a feature on him.
Right.
You know, his whole his life story and everything. How he became, you know, amputee and then fought back and you know, became a cornhole champion, all this stuff. And like somebody had quote tweeted that ESPN thing, because that was from like years ago. Somebody quote tweeted is like, this dude's now charged with murder, and I wish this wasn't a joke. And I was like, what? And I would have looked into it. I was like, oh my God.
Here we go. Yeah. Never judge a book by its cover.
I'm intrigued. I don't even have all the details. I want to know how you pull that off. You shoot your friend while you were driving. You shoot your friend in the passenger seat while you were driving.
I'm amazed that you're driving.
Yeah, I don't know how you did it, but you know, yeah.
Stay tuned.
Hendo, you got my coach fired. Which coach?
Ooh. No.
Fired?
Don't tell me Hubert Davis got fired. No, please no. I need him to stay in North Carolina. Please no. I didn't get him fired.
I didn't see it. Our super producer Adelia is here. Good morning, Adelia. What's good? Thanks for coming through.
Appreciate it.
I don't know what's going on in college basketball right now.
Hubert.
Point, good morning.
Good morning.
Michael Hawthorne, good morning.
What's up? We almost there.
Yes. Poetic King, good morning. Says, good morning, fellas. What tight end y'all got in mind in the draft, and what round should we expect in y'all opinions? For tight end, there's a lot of tight ends in this draft from what I'm hearing. Maybe like you know, we have a lot of needs. Fourth, third or fourth. I don't want to wait that long, because that's a tight end is a need too, right? Because right now, who we have on team other than Andrews,
Smythe,
that's right.
Yeah. I predict round 5. They have too many other needs. And like if you don't address the offensive line, you have to address the D line. You possibly, if you don't in free agency, get another linebacker, you may have to get another linebacker. They may be looking at getting a fourth cornerback. Like
it's a need, but it's not as high of a priority.
I think they're addressing the free agency.
Yeah, that's possible. We'll draft one, but yes, you're right. It'll probably be like fifth round.
Because
we got 8 fifth round picks. So
facts.
Yes, God's favorite. Salute, dance fans. Salute. Good morning. Just Aloe, good morning. It's dental insurance. If a 5% off coupon, is a 5% off coupon. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Abel keep asking me, "Hey, when you gonna set up your appointment?" I'm like, I can't. Every time I gotta take David to the his dental appointment, I can't afford to do nothing else.
Right. It's top ramen after that.
Yeah. Yo, I be getting so mad. I'm like, yo, run my insurance card. They're like, we did. I'm like,
right.
This can't be the price. Shout out to both channels, LBHT and Roll Pod. Yes, appreciate that. Stu, good morning. A-Light, good morning. Good morning. Reese saying good morning on both channels. Appreciate you, Reese.
Yes, indeed.
TC, good morning. Says, good morning, Hendo and Jose. I've been watching a member of both channels since 2023. Y'all are the best.
Appreciate it. I just ride their coattails.
Whose coattails?
Y'all's.
No. You the man.
I am not. People hate me, bro. They in my comment section, bro. Wild. Listen. I had to tell this dude, like, y'all just listen for what you want to hear, just so you have something to complain about. Then I had an epiphany, And it was the fact that a lot of these people that say we're negative, they're not even mad at us. They're mad at the team.
Yes.
But they don't want to take it out on the team. So they have to direct their vitriol towards us to take it out because they feel like they're going to lose some fan points. If they say something bad about the team, like they won't be the number one fan. And the guy was like, he said, what did he say? He said, y'all just mad because the Ravens won't do what y'all want them to do. And I'm like, did you actually listen to what we said? But more importantly, you know who's mad that the team won't do what we want them to do? Lamar Jackson. Yeah. Ask him how he feels about the pass protection. Are you going to tell Lamar you're a hater because you want better protection?
Isn't that usually when you get mad at your team when they don't do what you want them to do?
Facts. You think
I am mad that, yes, we're mad that they don't provide protection and get their MVP quarterback weapons. Why aren't you mad?
Facts.
Like, and also, you know, I say this every year too. The offseason is when you want to be the most critical of your team because this is the time where they can actually make a change, right? Like when the season starts, like we said this last year, when the season starts and that O-line doesn't work out, there is no way to fix it. There is no help coming.
Right.
Teams don't trade good offensive linemen in general. It's very hard to do that. It's damn near impossible to do it during the season. Right. So if you don't fix it now and they don't hold up during the season, we're just screwed. Right. So yes, I'm going to mention O-line on every stream. Y'all need to be saying O-line, right? Every week, because this is the time to get it fixed. Because if it doesn't, then that's a wrap. You know. And we're a little bit. I'm more optimistic. Well, B is too. Y'all would call B negative, but when we were 1-5 and people like the season's over, Rodney laid it out for y'all. It said he's like, no, it ain't over. He's like, y'all can go on a run. He read the schedule. He was like, y'all be in the playoffs. Don't worry about it. Right. You know, I mean, we didn't make it, but that's okay. But he was almost right about that. So, you know, it's not all negative here. Like we call it how we see it.
Oh, no, we praised EDC, and we also said it's not over. We said he has an opportunity to turn things around and make some additions to improve the team. They don't hear those things. You know what I'm saying? They don't hear the things when we talk about, oh, no, we didn't say EDC needed to be fired. Y'all said he needed to be fired. So don't come at us talking about, oh, who we going to get if we let go EDC? We never said fire him. We said we're going to give him a chance without John Harbaugh to see how he constructs his team. We're going to wait and see. But y'all didn't hear that. What you heard was, womp, 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 womp. Oh, you're hating.
Yeah. All of us do that. Our ears kind of pick up on certain things, and
because we like who we like. People like who they like, and people don't like when you don't like the people that they like. I don't like or dislike. What's up? I don't like or dislike EDC. I just want this team to win. I don't care how he does it. I don't care if he picks up a play that I hate. If they can come in and help this team win, I don't care. As long as we're doing what we need to do. And you can't tell me we haven't squandered many rosters and opportunities because of certain lack of positioning with certain positions. So
we're going to talk about squander. We're going to get that in a second. Let me give some more morning shots here. DDSQ, good morning. Neurosec Sports, good morning. D Loso, good morning. Good morning from, what's IDN? Good morning. Is that India?
But I appreciate it either way.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Slim, good morning. Good morning. Jemiah Barnes, what's up? Good morning. Good. We got Nation World, good morning. Gray Carter, good morning. An Unkind Ravens fan, good morning. Who else is in here? Michael Hawthorne, Imani, got y'all. Boy Wonder says lock in Zay before the market price gets too high. Facts.
It's already high.
Steel City, what up? Good morning. Ravens are all negative.
we all can't get a Mike McCarthy.
Zeke Okage is in the house. Good morning.
What's up, nephew?
Evil Raven says, I want Tyreek Hill and Stephon Diggs. Okay. Yeah. And as a last resort, yes. You know, I want them to try to get to aim higher first. But if you end up with one of them, shoot, or both. Cool.
Yeah, it makes the room better.
Yeah. Agnes, good morning.
Hey,
Good day, Hendo, Jose, and all. Ravens had better resign D-Hop. He's needed. Yeah, bring him back.
And he said he only want $5 million.
That's all you want?
$5 million.
Man, just like I hate how teams do that. It's not just the Ravens. Like I hate how teams just leave like these veterans just hanging around until after the draft. Like listen, even if we get somebody in the first round, like we need more than one wide receiver.
Thanks.
Right? Like we let a couple go. So Hopkins we let go. Talon Wallace left. I felt like forgetting somebody else, but
Rashad Bateman disappeared.
Yes. So yeah, we need more than one wide receiver anyway. Just bring them back. Just re-sign them.
Right.
Not gonna cost anything. We still got to draft the wide receiver anyway. So I say bring them back and give them a bigger role this year. Northside Sports says it's insane how we barely can run to the right of the line and we're still in the mix for top offense performance. Imagine with an elite O-line, we wouldn't lose. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. I wonder if we were Purple Patrol, we get more views.
Most definitely.
Well, I think I think we need to be a few more shades lighter for that to work. I think some of us that try that, it doesn't quite work out the way they think it works out.
That is true.
Just saying.
It's amazing. And I was talking about this with a friend yesterday. It's amazing
London.
Appreciate you. It's amazing how we're negative because we say protect Lamar, give him weapons. You're so negative. But there was a certain person that said, and he is affiliated, a lot of Raven stuff, that said Lamar Jackson don't deserve Josh Allen money, but you're a fan of the team. No smoke. Got to pass. People are like, yeah, you're right. But that's not being negative. You're a two-time MVP quarterback, well, one time at the time, talking about he don't deserve Josh Allen money. What had Josh Allen done up until that point for Lamar not to deserve the money that he was making? But no smoke for that. But let me say, protect my quarterback. Oh, God, the world's going to end. It's crazy.
I really don't see the negativity in what we say in saying that. Caleb is here.
What?
What's up, Caleb?
Okay, all right.
Hendo's always negative on my team.
I give Caleb smoke. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, Caleb, you're gonna have to tune into the LBHT show later tonight because I'm about to break out a conspiracy theory. I'm about to do one of these right here. All right, on how the Dallas Cowboys orchestrated this whole drama with the Raiders and Maxx Crosby. It's all the Cowboys. It's a plot for the Cowboys to get Maxx Crosby at a cheaper deal.
Thanks.
We're gonna talk about that tonight. Now that I'm putting everything together. There's another report that came out yesterday saying, the Cowboys, they made 3 offers. They talked about what the offers were, and they're saying how they still might be in the mix to get them. I'm like, okay, all right. I see what's going on here. All right. We got a super chat from Kobe.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Kobe. Says, how did we enter the offseason with the O-line being clearly the most or second most important area of need and ended up guaranteed to be worse? It's not guaranteed
yet.
It is not looking good, though. At this point, I think the best we could do is get lucky at center, right? At this point, we'll be getting lucky, right? I don't know. Like the top center, I don't think is a first round pick. I don't know. Y'all have to correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't seen any worth getting in the first round or projected to go in the first round. I won't say worth.
Yeah. No. Maybe early third, late second.
Yeah. So we gotta get that person. We have to get lucky, get that person, and they gotta be able to start. There are no starters available right now that I can see. Right. So we gotta get somebody that's good enough, and then we gotta really hit on these guard positions. And I don't even know, Hendo, if we're going to get a guard. Right. The more I think about it, Emory Jones, they like Emory Jones to be a starter, and they signed John Simpson to be a starter, and they still got Voorhees on the team. I don't know if they're going to really invest more, on this O line.
Right. And that's, I think, part of the issue that we see. And it's not the fact of, oh, we don't like John Simpson, we don't think Emery can become that guy. It's the fact that we are supposed to be in a championship window. We faltered last season, and then we may go into this season with John Simpson, who is slightly better than Lele, more penalties. But even with his play, even if he ups his play and he reverts back to 2024, he's going to play next to a center starting for the first time. He may possibly play next to a left guard starting for the first time. Then you got Ronnie Stanley, and you hope he stays healthy for a full season. And then we want Roger Rosengard to go back to his rookie form. So that's a lot of inexperience on an offensive line for a team that you want to make the Super Bowl. So it's not that we don't like John Simpson and we don't think Emory Jones Jr. can be that guy, or Carson Vincent can come in and be a backup. It's a lot of projecting. Yeah. We're tired of projecting with this offensive line. We want our quarterback protected. We don't project a cornerback. We go out and make sure that that unit is strong. But when it comes to the offensive line, it's always wait and see approach. And that's where we have an issue. It's not, oh, I want you to go sign this guy. I just want you to protect Lamar. I don't care if it's Joe Smo. Go out there and protect Lamar like you protect around Kyle Hamilton to put him in the best position to succeed. You don't do that with Lamar Jackson. You give him old retread wide receivers. You experiment with the offensive line and say, maybe this year, maybe next year. We'll find out. If not, we'll just try again. We don't have too many years to keep trying again.
No. Well, we might only have one more year if Lamar doesn't redo his deal.
Bruh.
Yeah. Coach says, Jose, you were spot on last week about Maxx Crosby. Oh, thank you, Coach. We're talking about when we did the Ravens roundup, and Maxx Crosby was giving his account of events. Mm-hmm. And what I was saying was both parties are telling you the truth, right? Maxx Crosby, I don't think Maxx Crosby doesn't strike me as a liar, right? So everything he's saying is absolutely right. And his doctor did tell him he's good to go. He's on pace to come back this season. But that's not what the Ravens are concerned about. The Ravens are concerned about long term, right? They need to get more than a year or two out of Maxx Crosby for what they gave up. And I think that's what they saw on the MRI. And I think that's what the Cowboys specialist came in and told them, hey, it's not looking good after a year or two. Mm-hmm. So both sides are absolutely like they're telling you their truth, right? So it sucks. Right. It sucks. Who's to blame? I EDC, because you shouldn't have made that trade to begin with. That's who's to blame. Okay, focus on your O-line. That's who's to blame. Kobe, thank you for the super chat. Vega better be the reincarnate of Yanda at this point, or close to it. Or close to it. I'll take close to it. And if we get Vega, I'll feel a little better. I'll still have some concerns because you can't listen. Senators aren't, y'all don't hold senators. You don't hold them that valuable until you don't have one. Mm-hmm. That's one of the positions. It's like, oh, they're not worth that much until you don't have one. Then you're like, what's it going to take to get one? Right. All right. We drafted one in the first round. Right. Yeah. They're valuable. Yeah. TC, thank you for the super chat. It. No comment, just showing the love. Appreciate you. Ooh. Yolanda, good morning. Good morning. Appreciate you coming through. Ravens Nation says, keep up the good work. Watching from Manchester, UK. Hey.
Indeed. Shout out
to y'all. Appreciate that.
Yes, we do.
God's favorite says Max lied about not meeting a head coach until 5 hours in, according to people in the building. No, he said he didn't meet EDC, right?
It was EDC.
I gotta go back and listen. Yeah.
He said EDC. It took a while for him to actually talk to EDC.
Yeah, I don't know if he mentioned the coaches. I have to go back and listen to it. I think he was just talking about EDC. All right. He did meet some of the coaches and everything. I mean, he had to meet somebody. Somebody had to open the door for him, right? I don't think he walked in there and he just met some people in some hazmat suits or anything, right?
Dude with a shovel's hand. Hey, all right, come on in. He said coach too.
Oh, he said coaches too? Okay. All right. Well, I mean, is he lying or are they lying?
Right. You know? The whole thing is just a mitigated disaster that we all just need to put behind us and just move forward from. The trade didn't go through. I mean, like any business deal, when you're expending a lot of money, if you don't feel right about it, you have to move on. Like,
well, move on after 7:45 p.m. Eastern time.
Facts.
After we talk about how the Cowboys are pulling all these strings.
Well, that's different. That's different now.
But yeah.
And you have to look at it as a situation of other teams looking like, yeah, good for y'all. And then when you come and see Maxx Crosby traded for a second or a third or 2/3, then it's like, oh, okay, that's why. That's why you don't hear other teams talking about, oh, them dirty Ravens. They sit back like, opportunity.
Yeah. Yep. Slim, thank you for the super chat. Says, why is it so hard to understand Lamar needs top tier protection? That's common sense. Why don't people get that? He's a black quarterback. Like, that's what it is. This is generational. This is cultural conditioning, right? We have been conditioned over generations to think that black quarterbacks aren't as cerebral. I guess I don't know how y'all remember that term. They used to call black quarterbacks not cerebral. They stopped using that. That was a code word, right?
Right. Yeah.
They're not. They don't think they're as smart. They think that they can all just use their athleticism to avoid sacks. They think they don't need top tier targets because all they're going to do is just run around and throw the ball off schedule, right? And they don't need to invest. They don't need to invest in them. And that's why you still got fans that think that way. You still got front offices that think that way. They just think that, hey, it's not worth investing in this person because he's not the traditional quarterback. And, we spend all this money and it's just going to go to waste. So we'll put that money elsewhere. Right. But I promise you, if it was a white quarterback, they would snap out of it real quick and make sure that quarterback has everything he needed. There is and I'm not even saying it's intentional. I think it's something that's baked into their psyche.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it might be, it's you call it unconscious bias, right? I think there's a little bit of that going on with his front office. So definitely it's the skin color. Some people don't want to hear that, but that's what it is. That's always that. And I'm not saying everybody does that. Obviously, Jalen Hurts gets everything. Right? So I'm not saying that's everything that's going on that's in play here. Right. Some of it is that, some of that is just, this is just how the Ravens do business. And the real hurtful part, the thing that nobody wants to hear, even more than the race thing, is they're just not motivated to win like other teams are. They don't care about winning as much as the Eagles do. They don't care about winning as much as the Rams do. Those teams want to win
at all costs.
Fair. Right? Yeah. Hey, Kobe, thank you for another super chat. Appreciate that. Says the biggest part of the Maxx story is the concern he may not play next year. Why give up 2 firsts just to have $30 million D-line not play if Nnamdi's not ready? Right. Yes. But I think that's why people are like, well, why did you even make that trade where you knew there's going to be some concerns about his knee? 2 first-round picks at that.
Yeah. I mean, he swung for the fences. I don't know if it was a PR move to say, I'm trying. Look, we've never given up first for a player before. I'm trying. I don't know. But then I look at the Eagles, like you said. They signed Hollywood Brown. They signed Elijah Moore yesterday?
They signed Elijah Moore?
Wide receiver, yeah. Like, we just don't quit. Like, he's like, I'm going to make sure if Jalen Hurts fails, it's going to be because of Jalen Hurts.
He like, you got AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Hollywood Brown, Elijah Moore, and Dallas Goedert, and Saquon Barkley.
Yeah. Man. And he may not be done. It's crazy.
May not be done. And if they trade AJ Brown, it will be for at least 1 first-round pick. And that first-round pick will just go to Cardinal Tate or somebody like that.
Ain't it crazy? And we over here fighting for a center. All my life, I got to fight to prove my love. Like, it's crazy.
All right, look, we teased this yesterday, right? And I should bring this back up because What is it? What
No, I'm saying.
Oh,
The haters about to come out.
I thought what
you talking about my GM?
I'm just asking a question.
Right.
We can decide. We can decide together, right? I'm not making any accusations. We can decide together. All right. This is. Oh, I gotta find it now. There we go. This is a list. Listen. Full disclosure here. This was Copilot. Y'all don't know what Copilot is. It's Microsoft's version of ChatGPT. They put this graphic together. They listed the players. If you're using any type of AI, you have to double, triple, quadruple check that thing, right? I fought with this thing for hours to get it right, and it still might be off a player or two, but I counted it. I think this is all 63 players that have been drafted by Eric DeCosta from 2019 to 2025. All right, 63 players drafted, and we asked this question, and thank you, Kobe. I think Kobe is the one that brought it up about only having one star player. Now, I think it's more than that. I would definitely, Kyle Hamilton, obviously, and I think Zay Flowers is a star. I think you could say Patrick Queen was a star, at least that last year he was here. You don't think you wouldn't say that for the last year?
I mean, are we talking star year or just star player?
Star player, not like superstar, but like
but star. Yeah, I can't give you star for 1 year.
Okay, that's fair. Linderbaum, I would say. Oh, speaking of Kobe, that's Kobe right there. Appreciate that super chat. Says, love Dan finally getting the smoke for being a CAA plant after his tie sips to take.
Right.
Mr. Arm Punt has talk about Orlovsky. Yeah. Mr. Arm Punt has been doing that for Josh, a CAA client, for years. Oh yeah. Talking about the agency that they're both affiliated with, and he works for the Bills. He does work for the Bills. So yeah, Emory Jones. Yes, Emory Jones. Yes, there you go. That exactly. Yes, there you go. You caught it. Emory Jones is on there twice, and I could not get him get Copilot to stop. I could not get Copilot to stop. I was like, yo, stop listening to them twice. They're like, you got it, and regenerate, and then put them on there twice. So I was like, you know what? We drafted Emory Jones twice. Okay, so good catch. Yes. Tanja, good morning. Working and listening. Hey, appreciate you, Tanja. Indeed. Okay, so if look at the list and y'all tell me. So what I was trying to do, and I'm still trying to get that accurate information as possible. From what I can see, the league average on like how many players, the percentage of players that teams hit on, and I define hit as players are good to like contributing,
right?
It's about 27 to 30%, somewhere in that range, right? It varies depending on who you look at. What is our hit rate? That's what I want to know. And who do y'all consider to be, hits? We look at 2019, Hollywood Brown. Yes, I would say he contributed. Jalen Ferguson, no. R.I.P. Jalen Ferguson. Miles Boykin, no. Justice Hill, yes.
No.
You don't think Justice Hill did hit? Justice Hill got a second contract too. I think he hit
because it was cheap. And
last year he was hurt, but the year before he balled out.
He did well that one year. 1 year wonder.
But the special teams,
the special teams aspect.
I like Justice Hill.
I know you do.
We got okay. That's a question mark, but I say yes. Yes, Kwame. I say yes as Justice Hill. I say yes. Hater, okay. Hendo. Okay. Hater, Hendo. All right.
Okay. Listen. Colorful makes a great point. Okay, for a later round pick, I give you that. For a later round pick, yes, I give you that.
And we're gonna speed rush through this. We'll definitely break this down. And if you want to come back tonight, you can. But we'll break this down with B and we'll lock it in. All right. Iman Marshall, no. Dalen Mack, no. Trace McSorley, no. Patrick Queen. Huh?
You talking about Coach McSorley?
He's a coach now?
Yeah.
Where's he coaching?
For some team.
Good for him. Yeah, good for him. I like that. Staying employed. I like that.
Thanks. Keep a job.
Patrick Queen, I say yes. No?
1 year. Are we doing it? Are we doing
year
that? He was.
He contributed.
Okay,
well, he contributed.
So for the parameters, what do you mean contributed?
Okay,
did he start a lot? Did he play a lot? Yes, Patrick Queen did.
He wasn't whacked the whole time. Like,
I don't think he was ever whacked. But for a first round pick, for what I guess I'm looking at it for what we could have had. I'm looking at the comparison between if we'd have taken him or T. Higgins. Maybe that's where I'm skewed my views.
Well, yes. Like, I mean, yes,
for a first round pick, Jose, did his play measure up to first round status? In your opinion?
No. But I don't think. Okay, for my stand, my standard is a little bit lower, right? Like, he didn't suck. Like, as long as he wasn't a bad player,
he didn't suck.
I would say yes, that's a hit. J.K. Dobbins, I would say it was a hit too. Just the injuries took him out,
and that's not a hit.
But he still contributed. I mean, he still contributed. When he contributed, he balled out.
When he was on, he was on.
Yeah, I would say hit. Say hit. Again, my standards are lower. It says this is another thing I couldn't get him to fix either. It says Justin Madubuike, we know it's Namdi, and Cole Pilot was being a little xenophobic there. I want to speak American. Yes, but Madubuike hit.
Yes.
Duvernay, no. Duvernay, maybe he's an all-pro. He was an all-pro returner. Are we giving Duvernay a hit? I said we're going to speed run through this. Obviously, we're not. Obviously, it's not happening. All right, we'll say no for Duvernay now. Malik Harrison, no. Tyree Phillips, no. Ben Bernardson, no. Broderick Washington. Yeah,
he got a second contract.
He did. I would say yes. James Prochet, no comment. Out of respect to the coach in the chat.
I would say James Prochet. James Prochet, yes. Listen, in 2022, he was one of the leaders of the wide receiver room. I would say yes.
Yeah. He led in most praise, that's for sure. Geno Stone, yes, definitely yes. I'll count him up in a minute. Rashad Bateman, yes, even though he's he had a hot year the year before.
He did.
Last year he fell off. I would say yes for now.
Incomplete.
Owe, I would say yes.
Yes.
Ben Cleveland, no. Brandon Stevens, yes. Yeah. Brandon Stevens played well for us. He didn't play like a first round pick. I don't know why people thought he was supposed to be that guy for us. He was a third round pick, but I thought he was a solid starter, and we should have paid him. We should have paid him.
He balled out last year.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the best corners in the league over the last half of the season.
Yeah. Tylan Wallace, yes.
Yes.
Sean Wade didn't even. He wasn't even
there
for a week.
I'm sorry, Jose. Tylan Wallace, yes.
Yes. Where was he drafted? I
think he was fifth.
Fifth round, and he definitely contributed on this team. He won us a game.
305 yards, 2 touchdowns in 5 years. Okay.
But return yards and I think he made some key catches for us. He was a contributor.
Okay.
What do you expect out of fifth round picks, I guess?
On this team? A lot, because we value EDC values them.
I mean, we should value them a lot. I expect nothing because we usually just give them away, like Dalen Hayes and Sean Wade, and Ben Mason. Kyle Hamilton, yes. Linderbaum, yes. Ojabo, no. Man, listen. This draft right here could have been legendary if EDC would have turned this into George Pickens. This would have been a legendary draft right here.
Facts.
But no, we got David Ojabo. So that's a no. Travis Jones, yes. Falele, you already know what is a Falele. He didn't even contribute. He was just a negative out there.
Exactly, right? Nitro. Exactly.
Man, y'all being nice. Yeah, we are being nice. Okay. We'll dive deeper into this tonight. All right. I just want to speed through this. Jalen Arthur Davis, no. Charlie Kolar, yes. Isaiah Likely, yes. Pepe Williams, no. Tyler Batty, no. Zay Flowers, yes. Trenton Simpson. What are we saying about Trenton Simpson?
I don't think he gets enough playing time.
I don't think so either. I'll say no. Tavis Robinson, yes.
Yes.
IU Blue Kelly.
Hell no.
Where's Big Reg? No, he Salah, I forgot we even drafted Salah.
Yeah, no.
Nate Wiggins, yes. Roger Rosengarten, yes.
Yes.
Adisa Isaac. I mean, in practice, he looks great. We saw him in practice. He looked great.
We drafted somebody named Adisa Isaac.
Yeah. No, Tez Walker. He doesn't play enough, but I see some flashes there. Potential. Yeah. TJ Tampa, another one. Potential. He should be out there.
He should be getting more time.
Yeah. I'm putting down as a yes. I think he could play. Rasheen Ali.
No.
He's contributed.
Right, Jose, what are we doing here? Now you're
he's
saying
listen,
I get what you're saying, but you're saying what I'm hearing you say now is he's contributed.
So like special teams not count at all. We just.
I mean, how special has our special teams been since 2021?
Not great. All right. I'll say no. Rasheen Ali, Devin Leary. I didn't think he made the team. Nick Samac was supposed to be the replacement to Linderbaum. Right. I thought we got him, because hey, he was hurt, so that's why he might have dropped a little bit. He gets healthy, we develop him, and then when it comes time to pay Linderbaum, we say nope, we got Nick Samac here, and we cut him. So there's that. Malachi Starks, not yet. How you feel about Malachi Starks and Mike Green, y'all? Our first and second round picks. Are we calling them hits right now? Look, and these are all too early to say. These are all too early to say. But just for the sake of this discussion, we will. Well, actually, I take that back. It's not too early to say for Malachi Starks. He's a first round pick. He's supposed to make an impact immediately. Right. He didn't. So not a hit. Mike Jones not a hit. Emory Jones not a hit. Because he didn't really get to play. Teddy Buchanan is a hit. Yeah. Carson Vincent, no, but obviously there's potential for all these guys here. Tyler Loop, yes. Tyler Loop, yes.
Oh, he got the hero. Coach. Yes.
Hashtag kick for change. Yes.
Thanks.
Okay, LaJohntay Wester, Aeneas Peebles, Robert Lagerbeam, Garrett Dellinger.
Now Garrett Dellinger. That was the one that the Ravens pundit said was the backup plan for not re-signing Linderbaum. That's the guy that they thought was going to change from guard to center and be that guy, somehow just step up and be the starting center for the team. Yes, I will show you the article saying he is the backup plan in case they can't re-sign Linderbaum. And I'm looking like a 7th round pick that hadn't played. Oh, okay.
That's a bad plan.
Facts.
Buchanan is trash, Kwame. Stop. It's too early, Kwame.
Bruh, the dude won Rookie of the Month. And when he stepped in for Roquan Smith, he played out his mind. So the potential is there. He played better than some of these other draft picks in 2025. I tell you that much. And you can see the defense got a little bit worse when he stopped playing.
Yeah. Dave, I said, or is the ops. Malachi safe in my book. I like him too. I'm just going off of what happened last year. I like him too. I like Mike Green too.
Malachi's gonna be a beast.
I think Malachi Starks, Mike Green, Emory Jones, Teddy Buchanan, Carson Vincent, and Bilal Coney are all gonna work out. I don't think EDC drafted poorly. I mean, obviously the things could change. I don't think he drafted poorly on these guys. I think even LaJohntay Wester, he showed some flashes there. Yeah. This might have been a good draft, in terms of talent, but just listen, man. When you draft it on defense, you don't have a defensive coach. It's gonna look bad. Kobe, thank you for the super chat. Says maybe the argument is EDC is good at selecting high floor players with lower ceilings, so they can contribute for teams but aren't superstars.
Great point.
Well, okay, we'll kind of tackle this later tonight. But how many would you say we hit on? How many would you say? Yeah, like Kobe. I'm not dismissing what you're saying. Like, yes, like that's part of it. Because there's two things. There's two things that I'm trying to measure for success. Is what I'm trying to say. One is the hit rate. How many did he hit on, and how many got second contracts? Because that's important too. Because you can't just get guys that, to Kobe's point, have a high floor, but a lower ceiling. Because that means it takes them longer to develop, and then by the time they develop, they go somewhere else, and that doesn't help the team. So you just made a bad pick for your team.
Right. Hey, keep it 100. I understand the sentiment you're trying to get across, but you're comparing a rookie versus $100 million player. We just expect more out of Roquan. For all that he talks before games about they don't respect us and we need to show them who we are. For $100 million man, I just expect more from him. Buchanan is a 4th round rookie. I didn't expect much. I didn't expect him to contribute last season. And when he came in, he started off rough, but he came on and played solidly. So the expectation versus reality is what we're talking about. Roquan is an all-pro. Roquan is a Pro Bowler. Roquan is a $100 million linebacker. So of course I'm going to expect more from him.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, what's your expectation? Y'all think Tay Buchanan is trash. Why do y'all think he's trash? And yes, you're right. Jury's still out in 2025 class. This is just for the sake of this discussion. Like, yes, we could put a question mark on all these players. Right.
We don't know.
We don't know. But let's see. Hollywood. We didn't say anybody else on this one, right? Justice Hill, is a question mark. Patrick Queen, Dobbins, Matabike, Geno Stone, Shad. How many would y'all say? We drafted 63. Did we hit the 30% mark? Is what I'm asking. Did we hit 30%? And when I asked, I'm gonna give y'all a little hint. When I asked Copilot what the hit rate was based off of my criteria, they said about 30%, which is around league average. Right? That's good. However, what was the average for the players that made it to their second contracts? That was like 14%. Which is a lot lower than a league average. Right. So we get guys that eventually could work out, even work out for our team. But like to Kobe's point, it takes a little longer for them to get there. And by the time they get there, we don't sign them. So this is a lot of picks to have, and you still have a lot of needs.
Right.
But man, I love the discourse in the chat, man. Y'all are
they own it. They do. Some of them do not like Teddy Buchanan.
65 out of 88 ain't solid.
and you're right, it's not solid, but you have to take into account the start. He was so bad. Like, he was so bad at the start of the season, like horrible. But he started coming on when he started getting acclimated. He was a rookie. I'm not saying he's the best, and I'm not saying he's going to be a star on his team, but from where he was drafted and what they threw him into, especially with Zach Orr, he played solidly. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, everybody on defense played pretty bad last year, right? And we all chalk it up to the coaching, right? Mm-hmm. But Roquan was playing bad for 2 years, and when you're at that level, and I understand, Zach Orr was coaching both of those years, but you're a veteran, right? You're supposed to be one of the better players in the league. There's still a certain level of play that you're supposed to maintain even when things aren't going right. Like, Kyle Hamilton didn't have a great year, but Kyle Hamilton still looked like Kyle Hamilton. Roquan, we seen miss too many tackles, and you can't do that when you're in that position, bro. You cannot. Right. That's not a coaching thing. That's a you thing. So I definitely put that on him. It's a higher standard for sure. It's a higher standard. You can't tell us that a player is up here and then also make excuses for why he's not performing to that level. That's not how it works.
All right.
Kobe, appreciate the super chat, says selecting high floor players instead of taking big swings makes sense for a GM that prioritizes being competitive each year over being Super Bowl or bust. Yeah, and that's what I was saying before. Like, he's just trying to maintain. They don't care about winning as much as other teams do. They just want to maintain a certain status, and you can do that when you have a superstar quarterback. You can spend less on that side, try to spend a little more on the other side, and hope it balances out. Mm-hmm. But when that floor, that bottom falls out, coaches get fired and GMs get on the hot seat. Be more consistent with on both sides and stop being lazy with your picks. The numbers say he is still performing at the level he was when we got him. Some numbers, yes. What about the missed tackles? Where was he in missed tackles? That's a big number.
Right.
And the numbers and the numbers say that. What do your eyes say? What do your eyes say? Right? Like, look, neither one of us are saying he's a bad player.
Right.
Not saying that. We're saying he's not performing to the standard that we set for him, or the standard that has been set for him,
or that he set for himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
do you think he's worth a $30 million cap hit? Like that's his cap hit now. Is he worth that?
32 mil. And he'd be the first to tell you he hasn't performed. He's come out and said he needs to play better. We're not making this stuff up. He said it himself.
Yeah.
I don't expect him to turn into Ray Lewis. I never expected him to be Ray Lewis, but I expect him to be the leader of this team and lead by example, coming in better shape. Like, some of it's the defensive coordinator, some of it is just, I don't know, it's just lack of play.
Hey, listen to Coach. Okay, this is a guy that studies all the games. He studies the tape. He says, bro had one impactful game, and that was the Cleveland Browns. There you go.
Film don't lie.
Yes. And I know I don't expect him to be Ray Lewis. In fact, I think that part of might be the problem with how this team's operating now is that the team thinks they can get another Ray Lewis and Ed Reed,
yeah.
You know, because like we had an argument with a couple people. I don't think anybody in this chat. We had an argument with a couple people about Kyle Hamilton, and people were trying to compare Kyle Hamilton to Ed Reed, and it's like, yes, I think that's what they're trying to get. They're trying to get another Ed Reed and Ray Lewis and Suggs type of situation here. That's never going to happen again. Those guys are nowhere near those players. Nowhere near those players.
Remember, it's not even funny. I'm sorry. Remember when they tried to do that with Arthur Brown and Matt Elam?
Yeah. I know.
Bruh.
Arthur Brown.
I thought he was going to be something. I thought he was.
Me too. Me too. I was like, man, Ozzy did it again. So didn't. He go before the Super Bowl.
Oh man,
Ozempic just need to lay off the late night snacks. See, there you go, Ozempic. Rose bad in pass coverage. He was always bad in pass coverage, though. He was never good.
And a lot of that has to do with the coaching, putting him in a position to do what he does best. He should not be covering wide receivers 5-10 yards down the field. Like, that's not his strength. Correct. Even tight ends, like, he shouldn't be put in those positions. But
yeah. Okay. So Keep It 100 says Marlowe had more impactful moments last season than any other player on the defense. Yes,
he did.
Yes, that's our point. That's the point I'm trying to like. We here, man.
Right.
Like Marlowe didn't, and Marlowe. That's why I was saying I wanted to bring Marlowe back, because even though he got burnt a few times, I feel like at least half of those times weren't really on him. I think that was just miscommunication, people not being in spots where they're supposed to be. But when he had an opportunity to make plays, he made plays. Mm-hmm. I want to see that from Roquan. You know, when things are confusing, there's chaos, and everybody's not on the same page, you still know how to play football. You still know how to hit.
Oh, yeah. What's up? He's talking about the one that fell down the steps.
Oh, the linebacker, Sergio Kindle.
Narcolepsy is a real thing, y'all.
He did not come back from that. When I first said, I was like, you fell down the steps, man. You can't make a practice.
Facts. Fractured his skull.
Yeah, he fractured his skull,
and it was never the same.
Yeah, I wonder where he's at now. I hope he's doing all right.
Facts.
He was a second round pick.
Yeah,
that was a draft when we were trying to get Des Bryant, and the Cowboys jumped ahead of us to select him, and then we traded back.
Yep.
We traded back with the Broncos so the Broncos could get Tim Tebow. And we traded out of the first round. We got Sergio Kindle, and we got Mount Cody. Y'all remember Mount Cody?
Dog man.
The 400-pound lineman. We're like, oh, he's going. Oh, we got the next Sam Adams.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we do in terms of eating for sure, but playing, no.
We did get the next Sam Adams. 12-pack of beer.
Yeah.
He was not good.
Listen, Ozzy had his misses too. Ozzie definitely had his misses.
Definitely. and I think that's still that legacy still lives on, where we sit and wait for players that we think are going to drop to us instead of being aggressive and going to get them. Because we knew we had Dez Bryant. We knew, especially when we were one pick away. And I think it was the Patriots or somebody that was in front of us.
Yeah.
We were like, yeah, they don't need a wide receiver. We're good. And it was like, we want to propose. NFL has a trade. And we like, oh, here we go.
Yep. Cowboys stood in front of us and got them. What's up, Flex Zone? Says Hendo and Jose as tag team champions. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I'm sick of the Bateman experiment too. How much leeway should a receiver get? That's
a difficult topic because he has talent. Yes. Bateman has the talent. I think it may be his mentality. And I think Nitro said it the other day. Like, he just needs to change the scenery. He just needs to go somewhere else, start fresh, have a clear mind, and just know he's that guy. Because I think that might be the issue. Once we drafted Zay, in his mind, he was like, I thought I was supposed to be your guy. I thought I was supposed to be wide receiver one. And it may have hurt his confidence a little bit. And he just hasn't been the same. 2 years ago, we were like, okay, we see what the Ravens saw when they drafted him in the first round. And he's going to just get better. He got another extension. And we just thought that things were just going to be better. But last season was a down season for the whole offense. So I'm just going to patiently wait to see what happens this year, because hopefully with the new coaching staff, a new offensive philosophy, he's going to change his mind. And he needs to be more aware of when Lamar scrambles. He needs to be more aware of where the ball is in the air and stop stopping on these routes. Like, give a damn about what's going on in the game. So I'm going to see and hold judgment for this year. If he doesn't do it this year, you got to move on from him, because we don't have anything. We don't have much else in this wide receiver room. So what else are we going to do?
Yeah. Tanja says we can evaluate all our players this season. They were all put in a bad situation. Yes,
they were.
All the players that are left. The ones that were drafted from 2019 to like 2023, they were put in the situations they were put in, and some performed, a lot didn't. But you're absolutely right. This new draft class, and even 2024, we can look at, especially on defense. We can say, hey, we'll see what you do with a defensive-minded coaching staff, right? So maybe Rashad will get it again. Now, me and B called it, man. When Rashad Bateman signed that extension, it was a low number, and we thought we were getting the deal. I was like, that's not what wide receivers do. If wide receivers know they can play, they don't take a deal like that, because the money that they can make out there, even as a number 3, is more than what we paid him. That just screamed that he was lacking confidence.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because that first was $5 million a season. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And I thought I read something the other day that said, or yesterday, that said Zay Flowers definitely wants that JSN money. And can you blame him?
Oh, no. Listen, over here, we want the players, whether we like them or not, to make as much money as possible. This is a brutal sport. Like, their quality of life after football, they need to have the money to take care of themselves. So you need to get as much as you can, because the teams will cut your contract short. So if he wants that money, go get it. But
I was asking yesterday if we could pay him like $38 million a year, but my man said no, it's going to be 42. I think listen. I tried to negotiate. He said 42. I'm like, all right, go ahead and pay him, because 2 years left on his deal if we pick up his 5th year option.
Mm-hmm.
If he continues to ball out, we're talking about like $50 million by the time he's up for a contract extension. We're like, the price will definitely go up, and we don't know what this office is going to be.
Right.
But listening to Declan Doyle, it sounds like he wants to put points on that board. He ain't talking about, hey, let's run heavy. I'm not hearing anybody say run heavy anymore.
Right.
That man said, I want to light up the sky.
Facts.
All right. This office could look a lot different. And if Zay Flowers don't let Zay Flowers get like 1,300 yards and double-digit touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
You're like 42. I don't want 42.
All right. I want
48.
Thanks. Listen, if he's, like we said yesterday, he's extension eligible now. If you wait, we don't know what that price tag is going to be, because I don't think it's going to take much. Like I said, last season the Ravens threw for 2,900 yards. Zay had 1,200 of them. So if he goes out here and balls out, and the offense is truly as explosive as we think it's going to be, he's going to get 1,400, 1,300 easily. Then what is his price going to be? His 5th-year option, $27.3 million. Then if you let him get into that and he puts up another 1,300-yard season, what do you think you're going to have to pay him?
Yeah.
Get him signed. We should have learned from our mistakes throughout the last 10 years. Pay now, or you're going to end up paying later.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. We got to get out of here, but let me read a couple more comments. Kwame, thank you for being a member for 3 months. Salute. Say it's not 42 if we do it early. It'll be more like 32. It'll be a 6-year contract, essentially. Hey, I'm with it.
Thanks.
I'm with it. Do that. But yes, you're absolutely right, Kwame. Like we have to do it now. Right? We have to do it now. And whatever he puts his foot down on, just by, all right, man, you got it. You got to get this signed, and we'll feel a lot better about it down the road. Right. But it has to happen. If you didn't learn anything from that Tyler Linderbaum fiasco, this is the lesson. Don't wait.
Right. Because that situation, like, it confuses the hell out of me. Like, you didn't want to give him his $23 million 5th-year option, but you offered him an extension around $23 million.
Right. This is them always misreading the market. Right? Yeah. If you offered him 22, yeah. What was it? We said we offered him 22 million.
Around about, yeah.
But you didn't want to give him the 23. Like, okay. All right. Kobe, thank you for the super chat. It says JSN bread. Cool. Let's make the most of his last year. Last 2 years. Give me the last 2 years.
Well, let's say, for instance, okay, because we know from just past history, Lamar loves his dudes, and Lamar is going to do everything in his power to get Zay paid. Zay could end up with 1,500 yards. If the Ravens see that Zay gets 1,500 yards, you think they're going to look at the situation like, oh yeah, we're going to be able to sign him, or let's trade him while he's hot? So it could be his last year.
It could be his last year, but then the question is, who are we getting for Lamar Jackson? We don't want to give him the top, because look, Zay Flowers is one of the better wide receivers in the league. If we're getting rid of him because we don't want to pay him, that means we're looking to get somebody better than him. Who's that player?
Well, that's dependent upon the draft. And I think that's why we haven't heard. Well, they may be in talks for an extension. I don't know, but they may be waiting to see what they do in the draft. If they go out and get Carnell Tate.
All right, I'm going to say this. There is no wide receiver in the draft better than Zay Flowers. There are wide receivers that are potentially better than Zay Flowers. But if you've been watching football as long as we have seen many players that we thought were going to be legends. Legends at wide receiver flame out. So nobody gets that tag until they actually do it. I'm gonna say it again. There isn't a wide receiver in this draft better than Zay Flowers. There are wide receivers that are potentially better, but not a single one is better than Zay Flowers today. Carnell Tate has to go out there and prove it, right? Jordan Tyson has to go out there and prove it. Outside of that, I wouldn't feel comfortable saying any of those guys are definitely going to be better than Zay Flowers. Those are the two that I say potentially could be better, but that's potential. Thanks. It is not easy getting the top wide receiver. That's why they get paid.
We as Ravens fans already know that.
Yeah.
look how long it took. 2023.
We had a wide receiver on our team. What was his name? He played for the Vikings. We got him last year, the year before. He was like. He wasn't a rotational guy. We got him for training camp.
Laquan Treadwell.
Laquan Treadwell, I thought was going to be the next Larry Fitzgerald. All right, like I thought he was going to be that level of good. He was that good in college.
Yeah.
And he was I think he was one of 3 first-round picks the Vikings had that year, because they traded back. I think they missed on all 3 of them too. I gotta go back and look, but Laquan Treadwell was one of the picks that they got, and they traded back into the first round twice. I want to say, to get 2 more guys. Look, they shot their shot, and they missed all 3 times. But that just goes to show you how volatile it can be. Jemiah Barnes, thank you for the super chat. Says if they don't extend I think meant Zay. Lamar is going to is not going to resign. Oh,
once again, yeah, we're speculating that Lamar's waiting to watch what moves are being made before he signs an extension. That's why it hasn't been done, because they told him, you are going to be the highest paid player in NFL history. We're already putting that out on the table. We're going to give you the money that you want. If that's the case, a deal would have been done, unless Lamar and his mother are saying, nah, we're waiting to see how you protect my son, how you take care of my son. I'm sure his mother's watching all these other teams with lesser quarterbacks. Give these quarterbacks options, protections, weapons, schemes. And then looking at Lamar and saying, oh, well, he's going into year 9. When are you finally going to put an offensive line around him that's befitting of his talents? So, I mean, we're speculating, but it could be a possibility, because who at their job somebody would come up and say, hey, Jose, I want to give you a promotion and I'm going to make you the highest paid at your position ever. And you sit back and say, I'll wait. I'm cool. I'm good.
Right. That means I'm in some bad working conditions.
Right.
What do we always say? Like, when us normal people, have to go to work and we're talking about, hey, well, this job pays 5,000 more. This job pays 8,000 more, whatever. Like, yeah, what's the quality of life over there?
Right.
What's it like over there? Because it may not be worth that extra couple $1,000s.
In facts.
So what's the quality of life for Lamar Jackson right now?
Only he can say.
All right, we've been here over an hour. I definitely got to go. I'm running late. Speaking of work. All right, y'all. Tune back in tonight, 7:45 p.m. Eastern time for the LBHT show. We're going to discuss this more, plus the Maxx Crosby update. So a lot to discuss. But we're out of here. Y'all have a great night. We will see you later. Peace.